The story of the ant and the cockroach. Some time ago, in the past times, and before the times and the time, there was an insect living in a far-off wood, and this insect was an illustration of perseverance in work and exhaustion. He is typically troublesome, and in a similar wood lived with her a reckless cockroach, who invested his energy singing and playing. One cold night in the colder time of year, the subterranean insect was sitting close to the chimney, and assuming that the entryway was thumping, the insect said, "Who?" The cockroach said, "I am the cockroach, my dear neighbor." The insect said, "What is the matter with you?" The cockroach said, "Oh, my dear neighbor, and my devoted companion, you are the case of action, energy, and power, old buddy. I am ravenous now, and I don't have food as you most likely are aware. And I didn't extra food in the late spring, and the mid-year passed and winter came, and what I had of food ran out, and there is no piece of bread in my home fear the aggravation of craving. And you realize that working in the colder time of year and cold is extremely challenging, so will you help me out and give me a little wheat to fill my stomach with? Also, I guarantee to take care of you this obligation in the mid-year." The insect said, "You realize that working in the colder time of year is truly challenging and hard, and you likewise realize that working in the late spring is the genuine work. And you realize that I have gathered what I have gathered of food and supplies in the late spring, and presently I am allowed to peruse and study, and that the late spring is 3 months. I work in it every year and I rest from that point forward, while you sing and play and appreciate discreetly in the late spring night, albeit the quiet of winter is more noteworthy. And you rest in the late spring while everybody is working, even people. Furthermore, now you need me paying off debtors for the late spring. Who will promise you? However, who ensures that you will work in the late spring or have a good time to the surprise of no one? I recall when I saw you and told you, "Oh, cockroach, proceed to work, and don't defer the present work until tomorrow," and you didn't take my recommendation, and you addressed me mockingly. Do not delay the present work until tomorrow, assuming you can defer it until after tomorrow. So, take a gander at yourself now the way that you stand before me with a pathetic view, and take a gander at your mockery to where it drove you. I won't give you anything, yet proceed to work all through the colder time of year to get your day-by-day food, and take a gander at the waterway bank there is delectable sugar stick. Proceed to eat from it what is enough for you, then, at that point, return consistently neglected and reign to eat from it. Maybe that will be an illustration for your summer to winter." The cockroach said, "But, subterranean insect, the weather conditions are freezing." She said, "This is your concern, not mine." Furthermore, the cockroach went tragic neglected and reigned to eat what assists him with working, and he recollected that the expressions of the insect are valid, and that he has the option to what in particular occurs with him, and he chose since that day not to defer his work until his time. There could come an opportunity to work worse than his known time.